Baig Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig Tricks trivia time, and we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
All right, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to trivia, horror film trivia. Not that our costumes would suggest that. My name is Ali, this is Gina and Taco. We are here for horror film trivia tonight. Thank you all for joining us. There's a close-up of Taco's Bumblebee outfit. We are going to get into the game here in just a couple minutes, but I'll take this opportunity to remind you, if you are looking to play, you do want to join the online game. In addition to being here on YouTube, jump on online.baigoftricks.com and then enter in the code TRICKS3. TRICKS3. It sounds like some people are having issues with the email address. I'm just going to turn it off. So here's the issue. I'll go over how we log in here for the game. So once you go to online.baigoftricks.com, it's going to ask you for just a couple pieces of information. First and foremost, your name or your nickname. The second is the state that you're playing from. And then lastly is your loyalty number. If you're not a member of the loyalty program, there should be a link in the description of this video so that you can join. So some of you, when you joined this earlier, you might have seen a blank that said email address. And I just want to let you know, this is not for me to have your email address. This was my attempt, and I took it off. This was my attempt to make it easier on you guys, because sometimes if you get kicked out of the game and you re-enter with the same team name, it doesn't put your scores together. And I just honestly don't have the time to always go back and add those scores up. I try to do my best. But if I turn on the email address option, when you log back in, as long as you log in with your email address, it will add your scores together. And the game has been exceptionally glitchy today. Everything to do with online trivia has driven me to the brink of collapse today. So I'm hoping that we're going to make it through this game, but I'm giving you guys a heads up that we have crashed multiple times during every stream that I've done for events. So if that happens, we'll deal with it when it does. So far it hasn't, so we're good. But I just wanted to let you know why I had the email blank enabled. I've since disabled it. I have no interest in taking your emails. Most of you, I already have them anyway through the loyalty program, and I don't really send emails. I just had that on so that if you get kicked out and you come back in, your points would be put together, but I turned it off. So don't worry about that. If you want to create a new team name, if you refresh now, if you go back to the page, you should be able to enter and it will ask you, and you should be able to create a new team name. So sorry for the hassle there. We are going to get into how we play here in just a second, but with that little soapbox speech off the way, let me just remind you one more time, online.baigoftricks.com. Put in the code TRICKS3 and you'll see this screen. Put in those 3 pieces of information, your name, your team name, your state that you're playing from, and then your loyalty number, and you'll see this screen. It'll say the game will begin shortly, and then we will get started here in just a couple minutes. So once you see this screen, you're good to go. If this happens to be your first time playing, we are going to explain how the game works here in just a couple minutes, but as long as you see this screen right now, there's nothing else that you need to do. You're all set for now. So while I wait, I still see people logging on, which is awesome. I'm excited that you guys are here tonight. I'm going to wait, and I will tell you guys how the game works here in just a second. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you once again for joining us tonight. My name is Ali. You saw my wife, Gina, and little Taco, the Bumblebee here, hanging out. This camera's not working right now, but here he is, looking cute. He'll be here with us all night. We have a whole bunch of fun trivia tonight, all about horror films. I try to enunciate that well every time. Horror films. Some of them are old films, some of them are newer films. We have a mix of everything. So again, I'll tell you how the game works here in just a second. I still see people logging on. So in the meantime, let me just tell you once again, thanks for being here. As always, this game is free to play. There's no charge to play trivia with us tonight, but if you would like, and if you feel so inclined, these links will be down below us all night. Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. Those are there if you decide that you'd like to send a donation or send a tip to Baig of Tricks, that goes directly to us, and that is just to support the online trivia that we're doing for you. I love doing this and doing it for free for you, but the platforms that we use to host aren't free, unfortunately. So those donations and the tips that you guys send go a really, really, really long way towards helping us continue to do this in the future. What? What did he say?
Oh, horror film.
Horror films. Yeah, you may not enjoy this as much as you thought, Chris. I'm sorry. So, if you feel so inclined, those links will be here all night if you'd like to donate. Other than that, we are going to get started here in just a second. Charles, thank you so much. I just noticed you already sent a donation. So thank you so much, Charles B, for the donation. We really appreciate it. Somebody just said, am I a fuzzy eagle? Am I a fuzzy eagle? Yes, I am an eagle, and I have a wig on so that I'm not just any other eagle. But that's it. I used this costume when I went as Eagle Man for my Illinois
Charles
friends.
got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
that's
Charles.
Eagle Man.
Yeah, last year I was Eagle Man. I went around with my low rates. I had papers printed out and I just threw them at people. I did not have any eggs. Yeah, I've got something for you.
What was I gonna say? Jess asked me if you had like a Velveeta shell on your head. Like
This thing?
No. Like
This thing?
Yeah, it looks like a Velveeta noodle.
It's my beak. I've got something for you. Look at those low rates. But anyway.
Marcus wants to know if you'll ship to Sweden. His girlfriend wants a hoodie.
Yeah, probably, Marcus. I'll look up what the shipping would be. I'd be happy to. Scott, thank you for the donation. Jess, thank you for the donation. We appreciate it, y'all. So, let me tell you how the game works. And also, let me take this off because I am burning the fuck up. Sorry, everybody. It's a Friday night trivia. Explicit language will happen, and I apologize. Welcome. Here's how the game's going to work. There will be more questions than usual. So this is not like a general knowledge trivia night. There are multiple choice questions, and then there are questions where you have to type the answer in. And we actually have more than our usual 30 questions, so we're going to have some fun. How it's going to work, I'm going to ask you a question. For the first round, it's going to be multiple choice. So once I ask the question, I'll start a timer. Once that timer starts, which is a 25-second timer, you have until the timer hits 0 to answer. For the multiple choice round, you'll see 4 options appear. It's going to be A, B, C, or D. One of them is always the correct answer. So all you have to do is click the correct answer, and you're going to earn up to 150 points. Now I say up to because once the timer starts, the point value begins to decrease. It goes from 150 all the way down to 0 when the timer hits 0. So it not only pays to get the answer correct, but it pays to do it quickly. But be careful, because if you click the wrong answer, you cannot switch it. You can't go back and switch A to B, B to C, etc. So don't just click wildly in an attempt to be quick. Make sure that you know what you're clicking, and then do it as quickly as you can. The only other thing you need to know is that you don't lose points for wrong answers. So this is a very wide theme. Horror movie trivia, it spans, what is the 30s now? 80 years ago? We've had horror movie films that span from 80 years ago until now. And I tried to cover, a wide range here. So some of these questions, you may have absolutely zero idea of the correct answer, but with the multiple choice round, you can still guess, and you have a 1 in 4 shot of getting some points if you're right. So I wanted to let you know, you're not going to lose any points if you're wrong, so it always makes sense to at least take a guess. The very first question that we do tonight is going to be a practice question, so it won't be worth any points. Thank you, Alyssa, for the donation. Thank you, Scott, for the donation. Thank you all. We really, really, really appreciate it. Okay, so the very first question tonight is a practice question. In case you haven't played trivia with us before, or it's been a while since you've played trivia, this will allow you to see how the system works. So the question will show up here in just a second. Before that, cheers everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll call our first social. Taco, very interested in the social right now.
That V is going to keep getting deeper the further we get.
Oh my, yeah. Oh yeah, it was
John
hot.
asked
Sorry.
if you're going commando.
Who? John asked? Yeah, I'll be honest. There is absolutely nothing under this eagle suit. There is not. It's way too hot. I wore the cat suit. This is a true story. Welcome to TMI Friday.
Suit under
There's a Sasquatch suit. On Wednesday, I wore that cat onesie for trivia. And then after trivia ended, I took it off, and Gina discovered for the first time, just here, I just took it off, and she had no idea that I wasn't wearing anything under the cat suit. So that was a fun 2 minutes there. That was interesting. Yeah, well, maybe it's like 2 seconds. Who knows? Time stood still. Anyway, we're going to get this started, but I do want to say some hellos, because I see a hell of a lot of people out here, and I'm very excited. Hey, Middleton Lens, Jess, what's up? McFly, thank you for the feedback on the email there. I'm glad, I hope we got it changed for you there. Steph, thanks for being here. And Jess, and many of you, even though you don't like horror films, I'm glad that you guys are here. Julie E., what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Is Lindsay
Marcus.
here or no?
I will see. Thank you from joining from Sweden, Marcus. Chris B., what's up? John J., Matt Mert Werlin, what's up? Stephanie Curtis. So many awesome people out here tonight. Hey, Bobby. Kate, what's up? I loved your comment on my post earlier. That was hilarious. Who else is out here? Middleton Lens, what's up, what's up? Hey, Sarah. Hello, hello. Dwayne, I look totally sane. I don't believe that. You covered. Yeah, sorry. The internet, it's been a very, very bad day. Hey, Mary B, thanks for being here. Nice to see you. A lot of people, a lot of comments already. Charles, thanks again for the donation. So many of you. Tortney. I just combined your first and last name. Courtney, thanks for being here. Good to see you.
I like Tortney.
Yeah, we'll go with Tortney.
That's like Fat Man.
Jess said, did not so scary. Asking for a friend. It's not happening, Jess. I just couldn't make it work time-wise. I apologize. There is no not so scary event. Maybe we'll do it. A not so scary Christmas event. What's up?
Is it frozen or is taco just really still?
Taco's just really still.
Okay.
Welcome. Hey, Benjin! There's a name I haven't seen in a minute. What's up, my friend? Welcome. Christiane, hello! It was 2 minutes of her just taking in what was underneath the cat costume. That's all it was. Hey, Eliana from Colorado, and Colin. I hope you saw. I sent you the link for the coffee Instagram, Colin. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Hey, strangers with court. All right. I know that took a minute, but I really do appreciate all of you being here, and I wanted to say hello. So thank you all for being here. Here we go. First question on the screen now. Again, if this is your first time playing, you'll notice that you can't see the answers yet because I haven't started the timer. So you'll see the question. You have a second to think about it before I start the timer. And this first question, what is the name of your host today? This is just a practice question. It's not worth any points. It's just here so everybody can see how the system works before we dive in. So, what is the name of your host today? That's me. What's my name? Is it Chucky, Norman, Hannibal, or Ali? What is the name? Christiane, thank you. Yes, Chris, we're going to do a not-so-scary Christmas trivia and a scary Christmas trivia.
I don't know if you acknowledged this yet. Jess wants to know if there's still a not so scary.
That's what we were just talking about, yeah.
Oh, I was like trying to. My screen was frozen. I was trying to troubleshoot. Sorry, guys.
Lindsay, thanks for being here. I hope you appreciate this GIF. I hope it's not too scary. And you made it in time because I am talking my butt off tonight. Aw, Middleton. Thank you. All right, here we go.
This GIF is not scary. Although, actually, I'm going to go ahead and say this is terrifying.
No, it's not scary.
If that dog was coming towards you,
I would give him the biggest hugs and kisses. 7 people said Chucky, 4 people said Norman, 33 people said Ali, and you were correct. This wasn't worth points, but if it was and you had answered D, you would have earned points based on how quickly you answered. So, here we go. Get ready. Don't be scared or be a little scared. It's okay. It's horror movie trivia. Question number 2. Freddy Krueger is a character from which of the following horror movie series or horror movies? Freddy Krueger is from which movie? Is it Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, or What Dreams May Come? Some of these questions will be easy, a la this one, and some of the questions will be, very tough. This is a theme that we do, obviously, yearly. And some of the questions get very specific. There is a wide range of horror movies out there. So I do my best to make it approachable, but sometimes some of the questions will just seem impossible unless you are Ethan Hutchinson.
yeah, he should be here.
All right, everybody's in. 3 people said Friday the 13th. 1 person said Halloween. 44 people correctly said Nightmare on Elm Street. What the heck did I do? And 44 people were correct. Congratulations. Great job. So everybody off to a good start, except for 4 people, but plenty of time. Question number 3. Which of the following horror movies was not released in the 60s? So this is a good opportunity to mention as well. The pictures and the GIF that you see are not always related to the film or the question at hand. Like this one, that's obviously Alicia Silverstone from Clueless. Not a horror movie from the 60s. It's just there to give you something to look at while you answer, after you answer. So don't read into these too much unless I mention you should. So which of these was not released in the 60s? Eyes Without a Face, Carrie, The Innocents, or Rosemary's Baby? Oh, remind me. I should put my Carrie joke in the community over here. Hey, Jen Sterno, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Favorite gift of the night? I'd like to phone a friend. Yeah, Lindsay, phone a friend in. As long as it's not Google or Alexa.
That first one makes me think of
What song? I'm sure. 2 people said Eyes Without a Face. 1 person each said The Innocents and Rosemary's Baby. Those 3 were released in the 60s. Carrie came out in 1976? 1976. The book was 1974, so good job. Carrie. Young Sissy Spacek. All right, question number... Rebel Yell. Number 4. Which classic horror movie features a serial killer in a William Shatner mask painted white? Which horror movie features a serial killer in a William Shatner mask painted white? Is it Halloween, The Fog, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or Friday the 13th? Oh, Rebel Yell is your whiskey. I thought he was talking about the song. Wait, is there a song called Rebel Yell?
Yeah.
She cried.
Billy Idol.
Yeah, right? But he was talking about his whiskey.
But Eyes Without a Face is
by Billy Idol.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Was that Charles bringing it all together?
I knew that was Billy Idol. I know the song.
Hell yeah, Charles drinking Rebel Yell, talking about Rebel Yell.
Basically how my ex-girlfriend looked without makeup.
Who said that? Marcus. Yeah, this is so weird. Can't picture that being William Shatner, but it was. They did not have a lot of money for props and makeup, so rather than casting their own mask in the beginning, they just grabbed a William Shatner, I believe, from Star Trek mask, and painted it white. Good job, good job. 94% of you. We have a couple socials I haven't called, so let's do those. 2 of those, I believe. Cheers. Question number 5. $2 at a party store. Yeah, Benjamin. Question 5. In which horror movie does the protagonist write a book on a typewriter that contains only the line, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy," repeated over and over and over? Is it Writer's Block, The Ninth Gate, The Shining, or The Devil's Rain? Ooh, somebody out there talking about Bob's Burgers.
Me.
Oh, you and John.
And Veronica.
Yeah, I love Bob's Burgers. Not as much as you do. And Taco. That is Taco's favorite TV show.
Yeah.
That's the one we can turn on and he can just watch. Glad you asked movie because it's definitely... Yes, Benjen, I know. Don't get me started on the difference between Kubrick's... well, now I'll give the answer, but every single person got it anyway. The Shining, great job. That's a double social. Kubrick's Shining and Stephen King's Shining, very, very different. Cheers, everybody. But it's a great example of a movie being able to be viewed as a great piece of work, even though it was a fucking horrible adaptation of the novel. The novel is an absolute classic. And Stanley Kubrick's Shining was fantastic as a film, one of the best horror films, I think. But it is almost nothing like the book, except that they're at a hotel and there are ghosts. That's about it. Anyway, standings. Let's take a look. Let's see where everybody is. Taco will bring us in. Benjamin in first place, covering half the TV like it's debate night. Debate night. That's got to be Jess, who said she has a post-it note on the TV.
Awesome, yep.
There is no Steffi Star, only Zool. Michael Myers karaoke night. Oh, God. Cookies and cream. Give 'em pumpkin. Let's give 'em pumpkin to talk about. I like that. Dignan, the Dream Bean. Welcome back. You were playing with me earlier at Butterfield Country Club. So you saw some of the issues we had. Mary B, welcome. I want to play a trivia. Half ampersand spelled out half. Jason Michael Kruger. Ooh, I like it. Charles Lee Ray. Geralt of Trivia, welcome. Skirt Fernigan. I scream, you scream, we all scream for nothing. Desperately needing a night out. Mert Werlin. The Frank Einsteins. Welcome back. You played trivia with us earlier today, and that is, I mentioned this, and it's still holding up right now. That's one of my favorite Halloween team names I've seen. The Frank Einsteins. Is just fantastic. It's such a good team name. So many of you have great team names, but I love that. 2020, the scariest horror movie around. Yes. TSL 27, Chubby Bunny, Team Cream, not swearwolves. We're werewolves. Ow, werewolf in lockdown. Hang on, he's on the camera. Who else is out there? Boo Crew, horror movies scare me. Sorella Sands, sweet, delicious. I'm guessing that's Marcus. Team name, Tolkas, Julius Pepperwood, Sambuca, and Salsa. Squeaky Bum Time. Alan, Shish Kebab. Mama Lens, welcome, Mama Lens. Good to see you. Los Espookies in 41st. I know more about wind than you do. Lindsay is here to sass people. That's why we love you, Lindsay. Jessica, LaCroix, Cujo's got nothing on Taco. What's up, Steph? Spooky Maddie, Not Rights. I just got that team name, the Not Rights. And Julius Pepperwood. All right, everybody. I enjoy all of your team names, so I wanted to read them all out that time. We will move through the rankings quicker in the future. All right, here we go. Question number 6. What classic horror movie was originally titled The Babysitter Murders? What classic horror movie was originally titled The Babysitter Murders? Is it Rosemary's Baby, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, or Halloween? All right. Everybody's in. 3 people said Nightmare on Elm Street. 13 people said Scream. 32 people said Halloween. And 32 people were correct. Halloween, originally The Babysitter Murders. I looked for a GIF from Adventures in Babysitting. But I settled on this GIF, which I think should be qualified as the worst babysitter in history. Maybe. It's Anakin walking into the younglings. Okay. Yeah, after Order 66. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for appreciating it. All right, here we go. Question number 7. In the film Scream, what is rule number 1 on Randy's list of rules for surviving a horror movie? What is Randy's rule number 1 on the list of rules for surviving a horror movie? Is it don't have sex, don't do drugs, don't say, I'll be right back, or don't go outside? Which is rule number 1? Thank you, Stephanie, for the donation. I just saw that. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody that's donated tonight. We really appreciate it. All right, many options here. Don't have sex. 27 people said. 13 people said don't say I'll be right back. 7 people said don't go outside alone. Correct answer is don't have sex. Don't have sex. There are rules. This holds up, especially when they call cell phones cellulars. Yes. All right. Discussed in sex ed class this week similarly said don't have sex. Chris, you're helping them survive horror movies. Question number 8. What horror movie features a serial killer wearing a mask inspired by an Edvard Munch painting? What horror movie features a serial killer wearing a mask inspired by an Edvard Munch painting? Is it Friday the 13th, Alien, Scream, or Psycho? Needs more Bob Ross gifts. Yeah. We may have some more. Be the worst sex ed teacher in the world. Yeah, Marcus. Welcome, everybody. Have sex. End of class. This is a social. Yeah, almost everybody got it. The correct answer is Scream. You had the guy with the shifty face. Scream. The Edvard Munch painting The Scream. All right, question number 9. What horror film caused some theaters to suggest that patrons prone to motion sickness sit in the aisle seats? What horror film caused theaters to send out a warning suggesting that patrons who may be prone to motion sickness sit in the aisle seats in case of emergency? Is it Mimic, The Blair Witch Project, Vertigo, or Friday the 13th Part 3D? Matt, yeah. There's a couple questions that if you played on Wednesday, you'll have a leg up. Oh my gosh, the things you thought you knew. You're watching Bobby take the caps off her bottles for recycling. Wait, do you get money for recycling the caps or the bottles or both? Over here we live in 8 months of darkness. What do you think we do? What we do in the shadows? Who knows? All right, everybody's in. I wondered how you would go with this one, and you guys did very well. 4 people said Vertigo, which seems like that's a great guess if you put it. 1 person said Friday the 13th Part 3D, also a good guess. 3D movies make a lot of people sick. But the beginning of the found footage movement, the crazy shaky camera, which I think my favorite in that genre is Cloverfield still. I love Cloverfield. But the correct answer here is The Blair Witch Project. Murder. Video chatting with small children will give you the same motion sickness. Janessa said, yeah, I believe it. When I saw this, I was in the theater. The fire alarm went off. Oh, God. Thought it was part of the movie.
I would too.
The bottles. No caps allowed. All right. Good to know, Christiane. I can send you all our bottles. That's fine. We just started watching What We Do in the Shadows, and it's the best. Jen, are you watching the movie or the TV show? Question number 10. In the film Poltergeist, what grabs Robbie Freeling through his bedroom window? In Poltergeist, what grabs Robbie through his bedroom window? Is it a water hose, an Indian, a clown, or a tree? TV show. I didn't know. Yeah, Jen. I don't know if you have to watch the movie first, but we did. We just watched the movie on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's fantastic, and we watched it so that we could watch the TV show. You do have to rent it. It's not free on like any streaming service. We rented it on Amazon. But yeah, we are excited to watch the TV show now. We're werewolves, not swearwolves. All right, everybody's in. This is a creepy one. I haven't seen since I was about as young as the girl in the TV picture here. Yeah. Water hose said 3 people. 2 people said an Indian. 4 people said a clown. And 39 people said a tree, which is the correct answer. Good job. That's a social. Cheers, everybody. We are going to do a standings update. So let me throw the rankings on the screen. Come here, bud. He's out. Would you hand the pup to me? Here are the standings. First, Cookies and Cream. Second, covering half the TV like the debate is on, I think is the name of it. Yeah, like it's debate night. taco. Go to bed. All right. And now, this is literally a taco cam. Everybody else, take a look where you're at. Like I said, I'm not going to read all the team names again. We heard them last time, but I will leave it up there for a second so you can see where you're at.
Taco is a taco.
Tacoception, yeah.
So
Meta costume, yeah. I don't remember who got him this. I think.
My Aunt Bonnie.
Yeah, Aunt Bonnie got him this costume. But he loves it. Taco is a fan of wearing clothes, but he'll wear this and he forgets that he has it on. He'll just wear it all day. Get that dog a taco to eat. We should see if there's like a dog-friendly taco he can eat. Tulkas 420 dropped. That's okay. We're only 10 questions in and there's 40 tonight. So you have plenty of time to come back, Tulkas 420. All right, here we go. Question number 11. Where I'm talking about the camp. All right, so what is the name of the camp in which the original Friday the 13th takes place? What is the name of the camp that Friday the 13th takes place? Is it Camp Crescent Lake, Camp Crystal Lake, Camp Clear Lake, or Camp Kikiwawa? I think I wrote this question before the second Borat film. And now when I see Camp Kikiwawa, I just think, wow, wow, wee wah. Wow, wow, wee wah. Wow, wow, wee wah. Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when I think about you, it makes me want to fart. It's I hope we never part. Get it right or pay the price. Oh, donkey lips, what happened? Everybody's in. 7 people said Crescent Lake. 4 people said Clear Lake. 4 people said Kikiwawa. I think this is easy. This was supposedly in Illinois, right? Crystal Lake, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there is an actual Crystal Lake. So if you're in this area, I'm sure it was a little bit easier. Crystal Lake is the correct answer. Get it right or pay the price, yes. All right. So quick check-in. How am I doing with the gifts? I feel like I've been trying not to scare everybody. I feel like I've done a pretty good job. We got Jason dancing. We had a dog as Chucky. We had Alicia Silverstone. Freddy Krueger with some glasses. I'm not promising that they're not going to get scary later, but, I'm trying to think of everyone. Question 12. What was the first horror film? There you go, Chris. What was the first horror film to be nominated for the Oscar for Best Picture? It was the first horror film to be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. Was it The Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, The Exorcist, or Psycho? Jess, couldn't tell you. They're fired. Thanks, Steph. I appreciate that. Janessa will be able to sleep. Good so far. All right, good. Lindsay not watching them. That's good. Yeah, I would still not watch them. All right, everybody's in. 14 people said Silence of the Lambs. 2 people said The Shining. 10 people said Psycho. 2 people said... 21 people said The Exorcist. The correct answer is... The Exorcist. The Exorcist was actually the first film to be nominated, first horror film to be nominated, and then Jaws, and then Silence of the Lamb was nominated and holds the record as being the first horror film to win. It almost swept. I think it took the Big Five that year. Yeah, it was The Exorcist, the first one to be nominated. And then the only other ones that ever have even been nominated are Jaws, Silence of the Lambs, Sixth Sense, Black Swan, which also won, and Get Out. So,
Well, Black Swan.
I've only watched like 5 minutes of it. Question 13. Who is responsible for releasing the virus, the deadly virus, in the film 28 Days Later? This is one of my favorite horror film trivia, horror films. Who is responsible for releasing the deadly virus in 28 Days Later? Is it a taxi driver, animal rights activist, the U.S. government, or aliens?
Probably
Is Black Swan considered horror? According to the Academy, it is, Steph.
According to me, Stephanie.
And according to Gina, who said she will not watch it with me. She's watched it once and that was enough.
I still remember. I can picture myself in my bed in Villa Park the night after watching that movie and like almost having a panic.
That's fair. Never seen this. Sarah, watch this movie. 28 Days Later is great, and 28 Weeks Later is also good. I liked them both. I heard that we were supposed to get a 28 Months Later, and then I'm hoping in the future a 28 Years Later. I'll take as many as we can get. I really enjoyed these. They were well done. The correct answer here, 3 people said taxi driver, 7 people said the government, 1 person said aliens, and 36 people said animal rights activists. Good job. It's no Shaun of the Dead. I also like Shaun of the Dead. Do you remember back in the beginning of the shutdowns for COVID-19 when everybody was still feeling great and half the people on my friends list posted the meme of like, just head to the Winchester, have a pint until it blows over. Let's just all go to the Winchester, have a pint until it blows over. Yes, yes, yes. But, you know, no Winchester here. Question 14. In the film Carrie, what do the other students dump on Carrie at the prom? In the film Carrie, what do the other students dump on Carrie at the prom? This is the same in the film and the books. Is it red paint, spaghetti sauce, pig's blood, or cow manure? Remember Tiger King? Oh, yeah. That's Chris B. That's why I bought this wig. You were there, I think, right? When I was Joe Exotic.
Yeah. Remember Golden Girls trivia when you made a cheesecake?
Remember Julie? Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Golden Girls trivia. I made a whole video. That's back when I had time. Tiger King trivia. The thing that comes up most is that I smoked a cigarette, which was a CBD cigarette. I don't smoke real cigarettes, but I smoked it in our house on trivia because, you know, I had to be Joe Exotic. You know, it's something he would have done. It feels like so long ago. Yeah.
And you were drinking Long Island's and you got.
Oh God, I drank like 3 Long Islands.
Marcus says his name. Refresh.
Marcus, refresh your screen. I'll hold up a second here. Refresh your screen because sometimes it just gets caught up in the internet, especially from Sweden. You got to go under the internet, the ocean, the internet tunnel and stuff.
The ocean.
Everybody's saying the correct answer is pig's blood. Pig's blood. Did I wear that wig on the honeymoon? No, I did not. No, this is the Tiger King wig. I do have the Golden Girls wig around. Ooh, we should Golden Girls brunch Zoom. I'm way into that. All right, question. That was a social. Cheers, everybody.
Oh.
So I'm just double checking. Yeah. So this is a movie question. What room does Dick Halloran tell Danny to stay away from in The Shining? In The Shining, there's one room where some bad things happen. Dick tells Danny to stay away from. Which is it? Is it 237, 420, 500, or 311? Golden Girls was so good. Oh, what was the cheesecake? What did I make?
Carrot cake cheesecake.
Oh, carrot cake cheesecake. It does. Who said that? Jen Stern. It feels like it was a lifetime ago. Just a quick. I'll do it at the rankings here in a second. All right, everybody's in. So the reason I specified is this was one of those big glaring differences between the book and the movie. In the book, it was not the same, but staying at a hotel with his wife Tabitha, and they were staying in room 217, which is the room in the book. So if you read the book The Shining, Danny's told to stay out of 217. And that's because Stephen King was in 217 when he had some crazy experiences, came up with this book. And, Kubrick changed it for some reason. So at least you know. All right, here we go. We'll look at the standings again. Currently in first place, covering half the TV. Are you kidding me? I'm so proud of you guys. Covering the half TV like it's Debate Night. Cookies and Cream in second. The Dream Bean in third. Welcome back, Dream Bean. Half ampersand in fourth. I want to play a trivia in fifth. John in room 217. There's a scary guy with an eagle costume. Thank you. I've heard about him. Jeff, I froze. Am I good now? Yeah, Jeff. Also, hey, Jeff. Hey, Tara. Thanks for being here. I'm glad to see you guys. Miss y'all. You might have missed it earlier. We have had issues with the internet all day today. So if anything does happen in the future, I do apologize, but hopefully this is going to coast through and work. My husband loves horror movies because I haven't watched. Yeah, Jess, that's fair. Gina and I have been watching more horror movies than I thought we would. You've been up for more. You like ghost movies.
I will not watch a slasher murder.
Yeah, we have a whole,
Ever.
in our relationship, we now have an understanding she won't watch slasher movies, murder movies, serial killer movies.
No.
Basically, her thing is if it doesn't particularly really exist, if it couldn't exist, we'll watch it. Ghost movies,
Yeah, and if there's
alien
not,
movies are okay.
buckets of blood,
Yeah.
I don't like violence.
Yeah, you don't like Saw.
I'm extremely...
And I love Saw.
Fuck. Yeah.
Gina hates Saw.
Sorry, I'm sure. Okay, yes,
More
Stephanie Curtis
suspenseful.
also hates gore. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, agreed. I agree with Julie as well.
the one thing, please nobody spoil this, but once we finish horror movie trivia, Gina and I are planning to go downstairs and watch The Invitation, which we've heard great things about, and that is a suspenseful. It got a very low gore rating online. We're going to watch The Invitation, which we've heard great things about, so don't spoil it, but let us know if you liked it. All right, here we go. Question 16 is coming up right now. What is Norman Bates' hobby in the film Psycho? What is Norman's hobby in Psycho? Is it photography, stamp collecting, model ship building, or taxidermy? Scott Finnegan gave us a thumbs up on The Invitation. Thank you, Skirt Fernigan.
Yeah. That's what Marcus said.
Oh, Marcus, good point. My ring, I ordered it online, and it was Julie not having sex with his mother. No, I ordered it online. It was a little too big, so I had to send it back and get the right size. So it's on the way. But I do love my ring. A few of you have seen it. I really do enjoy it. I'm just waiting for the right size to show up. And thank you for the congrats, Marcus, all the way from Sweden. I really, really appreciate it. So as Julie said, having sex with his mother is not one of the options here. Photography, stamp collecting, model ships, all got guesses, but the correct answer is stuffing dead things, taxidermy. Great job. 38 of you got that right. That's a social. Cheers.
I got you.
Question 17. We're talking about The Omen. Fuck me, The Omen. What happens to Damien's first nanny in The Omen? This is a very specific question. What happens to Damien's first nanny in the original film The Omen? She disappears. She hangs herself. She quits, or she goes insane.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mary. Appreciate it. Phrasing, yeah, Jess, you're right. Do you remember they released the remake of The Omen, and it was in 2006 because they released it on 6/6/6. Of course they did. Mark of the Beast. June 6, 2006, we got the remake of The Omen. Just like the best date, the MTV Movie Awards in 1999 were on 9/9/99. You know, marketing.
Yep.
It's
I know
incredible.
what they're doing.
The correct answer here, most of you got it. She hangs herself. Good job. That's another social. Must be some part European because only we can display chest hair like that. Yeah, well, I'm technically half Asian, half Pakistani, so a little bit south of you. But thank you. I appreciate it. All right, question 18. Who was the villain? Who was actually the bad person in the original, the first Friday the 13th? Was it Diana Kimball, Jason Voorhees, Pamela Voorhees, or Elias Voorhees? You and Gina House got married on 10/10/2020. Yeah, I appreciate that date.
Cool day.
10/10/2020. That's a really cool.
And
Clicker moved when I clicked. Uh-oh, Julie. Sounds like your computer might be possessed. Maybe there's a ghost. Miles away from proper. Thank you, Marcus. Oh, is my little shave stuff? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
My little Batman, my little Wu-Tang. It was Jason's mother in the original. 83% of you got this. 39 people. Pamela Voorhees, the correct answer. Got it right. Thanks to the ghost in your house. See, Julie? Trust the ghost. Trust the ghost. No, Marcus, I want the borderline porn. Please give me the
Same.
yeah.
We both do.
Yeah, post your chest hair in the online community. We want to see it.
Or just DM us.
Yeah, slide into my DMs, Marcus. Number 19, in the climactic scene for The Exorcist, Father Karras falls down a long, narrow flight of stairs to his death. These steps, now known as the Exorcist steps, are a popular landmark in what U.S. city? Is it New Orleans, Atlanta, New York City, or Washington, D.C.? The sentence you were not expecting to hear tonight. Oh, it's been a fucking day. Yeah, sorry for the swearing. Gina already apologized. Tomorrow's a full moon, so we become swearwolves. We're werewolves, not swearwolves. All right, everybody's in. I asked this question in general knowledge trivia a few weeks ago. 11 people said New Orleans, 5 people said Atlanta, 7 people said New York City, 24 people correctly said Washington, D.C. Great job, everybody. All right, one more question here, and then we'll look at the standings again. The following tagline was used as marketing for which horror movie? In space, no one can hear you scream. Is it Moonraker, Alien, 2001: A Space Odyssey, or Predator? Mm-hmm. Give you that now. All right, everybody's in. You guys know this one. One person said Moonraker. 2 people said 2001: A Space Odyssey, but 44 of you correctly said Alien. Sigourney Weaver, Alien. Great job. That's question 20, so let's take a look at the standings. The Dream Bean is up into first. I Want to Play a Trivia is in second. Cookies and Cream in third. Desperately Needing a Night Out in fourth. Covering Half the TV in fifth. Half Ampersand in sixth. Skirt Fernigan in seventh. I Scream, You Scream in eighth. Give 'em Pumpkin to Talk About in ninth. And Not Swearwolves currently in 10th. Take a look. It's in a book. See where you're at. We'll get into the next round here in just a second. So we are still doing multiple choice questions right now. We're still on multiple choice questions. We'll switch it up in just a little bit. Like I mentioned, we have more questions than typically we do for a regular trivia night. We have 40 tonight, so we are halfway through. We'll get into the next set here in just 1 second. Another movie for screen. All right. Here we go. I like the multiple. Yeah, Mary, we have plenty more multiple choice for you. All right. Question number 21. One. Actress Jamie Lee Curtis burst onto the horror movie scene in Halloween, but her mother, Janet Leigh, is well known for her role in which horror classic? Is it Children of the Corn, Psycho, Friday the 13th, or Rear Window? Hey, Molly and Jess and Leah, what's up? How are you? Good to see you here. Thanks, Jess. I saw you sharing this event all over the place on Facebook. I really appreciate that. And thank you for joining us tonight. Where are you playing from? Are you at Molly's house with the 97 dogs, the 101 Dalmatians? All right, let's see. Nobody said Children of the Corn. Nobody said Friday the 13th. Nobody said Rear Window. I'm sorry, 3 people said Rear Window. But 45 people correctly said Psycho. Psycho was Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. Molly's House with the 10 Dogs. 13 participants right now. Yes. All right. Molly, take a picture of this team with the 10 dogs, please, so I can see this and share it with Gina. All right, question 22. Who is known for directing such horror films as Drag Me to Hell and probably more famously The Evil Dead? Who gave us Drag Me to Hell and The Evil Dead among many other films? Alfred Hitchcock, Sam Raimi, Rob Zombie, or James Wan? Taco? You don't need it. You don't like gin and tonics. Oh, good boy. All right. Molly, Jess, and Leah are all playing together, and they're at Molly's house with 10 dogs.
10?
You've seen them. The puppies and the mother. All right, everybody's in. It is Sam Raimi. The correct answer. 40 of you got it. Sam Raimi. All right. Question 23. The following synopsis best describes which horror movie? A research team in Antarctica is hunted by a shape-shifting alien that assumes the appearance of its victims. Is it The Thing, Dreamcatcher, Predator, or Night of the Living Dead? I know, I saw. All right, everybody's in. Let's take a look. Seven people said Predator. 1 person said Night of the Living Dead. 2 people said Dreamcatcher. 38 said The Thing. Correct answer is The Thing. The Thing, a critical bomb, a box office bomb, but has gained a cult classic, a cult following in the years following. Dreamcatcher, for the Stephen King fans out there, I really enjoyed Dreamcatcher. Not one of his higher rated books. Not a great movie adaptation. I think that one had Ryder Strong in it. But Dreamcatcher, if you're a Stephen King person, check it out. That's an interesting one. SSDD. Question 24. What 1953 horror movie was remade in 2005 starring Paris Hilton? Was it Dracula, House of Wax, The Devil's Rejects, or The Last House on the Left? Hey, Nick Payne, welcome. Starred Chad Michael Murray. Co-starred Chad Michael Murray. Teen heartthrob, Chad Michael Murray. All right, everybody's in. Yeah. No, well, only 2 people didn't answer correctly. Devil's Rejects, Last House on the Left. Jennifer Lawrence was in the remakes of The Last House on the Left. But the correct answer here is House of Wax. Question 25. Completely under the control of his family, Bubba Sawyer was the main antagonist in which of these horror classics? Which film gave us a character whose real name was Bubba Sawyer in the film? The Fog, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scream, or House of a Thousand Corpses? Love the promo for that film. Watch Paris Die. Yeah, I remember that. Nice, Marcus. Steph's theory is the more famous people that are in a horror movie, the worse it is. Yeah, I buy that. I buy that. Is he a dad character? He has to be old enough to be a dad. Nobody said The Fog. Nobody said Scream. 6 people said House of a Thousand Corpses. And 41 people correctly said The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface. Leatherface. Bubba Sawyer. All right. It's question 25. We'll take another look at the standings. Currently in first is still the Dream Bean. Not by much. Over I Want to Play a Trivia Cookies and Cream in third. Everybody else take a look. See where you're at. We'll get into the final set of multiple choice questions here in just 1 second. In the meantime, let's take a look. Oh, Taco, what are you wearing now? He's a ladybug. He was a bumblebee. Now he's a ladybug. And he is still as tired as he was earlier. Boop. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy almost Halloween. Happy day before the day that we fall back. Don't forget, Sunday morning at 2 a.m., we're going to roll back 1 hour. Don't forget to reset your clocks. And I'll tell you about trivia that we have coming up this week, too, while I'm thinking about that. But I'll do that after we finish this round. Here we go. Question number 26. Released in 1996, who played the character named Seth Gecko in the hit comedy horror movie From Dusk Till Dawn? In 1996, who played Seth Gecko in the horror film, comedy horror From Dusk Till Dawn? Was it Brendan Fraser, George Clooney, Gerard Butler, or Quentin Tarantino? What did I miss here? Cult character.
Oh, I'm Riverdale.
Oh, Riverdale. Yeah. I've watched some Riverdale with Gina. Lindsay, you can be as sassy as you want. Oh, cock your gun. Nice answer, Middleton Lens. 6 people said Brendan Fraser. 9 people said Quentin Tarantino. 2 people said Gerard Butler. 29 people correctly said George Clooney. Quentin Tarantino was in the film, but George Clooney was Seth Gecko. Question 27. Which of the following 4 horror films was not directed by Wes Craven? Which of the following 4 films was not directed by Wes Craven? Is it New Nightmare, Red Eye, Ginger Snaps, or Scream? Which film in this list was not directed by Wes Craven? It is not all multiple choice. So sorry, you may not have caught it earlier. We have 40 questions this evening. So the first 30 are multiple choice, and then we have 10 fill in the blank. I am here for Lindsay Davis's sassy answers. So we do have some fill in the blank. Don't you worry. Oh, Gina didn't even know. Yeah, we have extra tonight. All right. 5 people said New Nightmare. 10 people said Red Eye. 5 people said Scream. 27 people said Ginger Snaps, which is the correct answer. That's just an incredible film. Ginger Snaps. Question 28. Which of the following horror flicks does not feature werewolves? Which of the following films does not feature werewolves? Is it Blood and Chocolate, Wild Country, Underworld, or One Dark Night? Nick Payne. Does blood go well with chocolate? I don't know. Ask Remus Lupin. Ask Remus Lupin. 23 people said blood and chocolate. 12 people said wild country. 6 people said underworld. 6 people said One Dark Night. Oh, we have our first upset of the evening. The correct answer is One Dark Night. Everything else has to do with werewolves. Blood and chocolate, wild country, and underworld. So cheers, everybody. We'll drink to an upset question. Question number 29. Who directed the film Ghosts of Mars? Who directed the horror film Ghosts of Mars? Was it Victor Salva, Wes Craven, Joe Dante, or John Carpenter? Lindsay Davis guessed the correct answer. Good job. Nick Payne apparently directed this. All right, question 29. Who directed Ghosts of Mars? 11 people said Victor Salva. 13 people said Joe Dante. 21 people said John Carpenter. And 21 people were correct. Congratulations. It was John Carpenter. All right, we have 2 multiple choice questions left, so here we go. We will finish these. Question number 30. Which horror film starts out during the Salem witch trials? Which horror film starts out during the original Salem witch trials in the mid-1600s? Is it Dark Corners, Art of the Devil, The Covenant, or Blessed? We should put these Ghostbusters, Catbusters. No, it's on the table.
I feel like maybe one of them.
Wait.
Then you're gonna do it.
All right, everybody's in. 1 person said Dark Corners and Blessed. 2 people said Art of the Devil. 91% of you, 43 people said The Covenant, and 43 people were correct, which means we have another big old social. Cheers, everybody. Social glasses. We still have a few available on the Baig-O-Tricks website if you're interested. Grab them before they're gone. Cheers. All right, we have 1 more multiple choice question, so we'll do it now. Question 31. In the 2004 version of the film Dawn of the Dead, where do the survivors all take refuge together? In the 2004 version of the film Dawn of the Dead, where do Dawn of the Dead, where do the survivors take refuge? In a mall, in a school, in a church, or in an airport? Oh, I don't want. He looks too fun. All right, everybody's in. 2 people said a church, 3 people said an airport, but 42 people correctly said a mall. That's another social. Cheers, everybody. All right, we'll take a look at the standings. We have 1 final round coming up, and the questions are going to change. I'll explain that here in just a second. Currently in first, the Dream Bean, but by 52 points only, over covering half the TV. Skirt Fernigan right there in third, only 19 points behind second. So this is still, don't look.
Oh no.
This is still anybody's game. Keep your hope up. We have lots of points left, 1,500 to be exact, and lots of questions. So let me get this all set up, and then I'll explain how this works here in just 1 second. Bye, Nick Payne. Have a good night. This is set up a costume change for Ollie. No, I'm not changing. I'm Eagle Man all night. Oh, I do have the cat costume. No, I'm good.
Rats.
Now I'm just singing Ghost in my head. Great job, Julie. All right, so things are going to change here in just a second. When we go into the next round, you will not have multiple choice answers anymore. When I start your question timer, which will still be 25 seconds, rather than having 4 options to choose from, you are going to have to type in an answer all on your own. So it's going to be a little bit tougher because you won't have a 1 in 4 shot of guessing the correct answer, but you still don't lose points if you're wrong. So no harm, no foul. You want to type something in just to give it your best shot. These are worth 150 points each. And the other difference is the points are no longer decreasing. So take your time. Don't try to rush your typing. Don't spell everything horribly wrong so that if you're close, I can give you points. These overall are slightly tougher, but really they're just tougher by the fact that you don't have multiple choice. These aren't extremely tough questions. I do want to take this opportunity to tell you we have some fun stuff coming up this week and in the future. So I mentioned earlier that tomorrow night at 2 p.m. or Sunday morning at 2 a.m., I apologize, 2 a.m., time is rolling back. So I've taken that into account. And what we're going to try here for the little while is next week we will be doing general knowledge trivia on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we're going to push it back to 7 p.m. So general knowledge trivia for next week will be at 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Central time, Marcus. Central time here in the United States. 7 p.m. We're going to do general knowledge trivia Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because that's already going to feel like 8. If we continue to do it at the same time, it would feel like we were starting at 10. So we're going to push it back to 7. And that also allows us that on Friday, we're going to do a themed trivia. And this next week coming up on Friday at 9 p.m., we are going to do Schitt's Creek trivia. We did it once a long time ago. I think before the 6th season had even finished, maybe. Maybe it was done, but it was recent. So we're going to do Schitt's Creek trivia next Friday at 9 o'clock. So I will be posting that on Facebook here very soon. So you can click on it, click RSVP is going, and give yourself a reminder. But I just wanted to give you all a heads up that things are changing next week, and we'll take it as it comes over the next few weeks and months. I can promise you we will have a lot of trivia coming up as winter takes hold here in the Midwest, and we're not heading out, and we're all stuck inside. We will have plenty of opportunities for you guys to do fun stuff. So here we go. We still have 10 questions. Number 32, in which supernatural sequel to 1980's Friday the 13th does Jason attempt to resurrect himself by possessing his half-sister? So I'm looking for the name of the film. It's a full name. What is the full name of the film in which Jason attempts to resurrect himself by possessing his half-sister? Stephanie, yeah, last season will be included now. We didn't include it in the first one. The last trivia, yes. Oh, Christiane, I love that journey for us. Yes.
Yes, we have to rewatch season 6.
Well, I guess we just have to rewatch the whole show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Fold the cheese. All right, everybody's in. Oh, Jesus, some of these answers. Friday the 13th, Part 6, The New Breed. No. Friday the 13th, Back in Action. No. Friday the 13th, Phantom Menace. No. Big Time Rushes, Big Thunder Mountain. No. Friday Night, Alabama Lights. I love that, but no. Friday Night 13th, The Comeback. Jason Does Debbie. No. Jason Takes Manhattan. No. It was Jason Goes to Hell. Jason Goes to Hell. 7 of you got this. So that was a tough question, but 7 of you still got it correct. So we will move on to question number 33. What cult classic film featured an insane couple who cut their victims' vocal cords before planting them up to their necks in a people garden? What is the name of this film? I believe from the 80s. Cult classic in which a couple cut their victims' vocal cords before planting them in up to their necks in a people garden. Marcus tried to Google Jason's half sister and got to questionable porn. Yeah, that makes sense. Chris, I think the last Schitt's Creek might have been a very early YouTube video.
Oh, really?
It might have still been on Facebook. It might have still been on Facebook, but it also might have been one of the very first videos we did on YouTube. Back when we were still learning everything. Not the people garden, the good garden, the people garden. Oh my God, that's so disturbing. Yeah. I didn't use an actual GIF from this movie because you guys would have yelled. The correct answer is Motel Hell. Motel Hell. So 4 of you got this. We're separating the real horror film trivia fans from the people who enjoy scary movies, but maybe not the random ass ones. Motel Hell, the correct answer. Question 34. What is the name? This is another tough one, guys. This is going to be a tough round. What is the name of the 2014 horror slasher / musical about a group of kids at a camp for musical theater who become victims to a masked killer starring Meatloaf and Minnie Driver? What is the name of the film from 2014 starring Meatloaf and Minnie Driver about a group of kids at a musical theater camp?
I totally forgot about this
What does that have to do with planting people? Nothing, Steph. They just called it Motel Hell because people stayed at their motel, and while they were at the motel, they cut their throats and then planted them in the garden.
See, there's an example of a movie I would never watch.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Vegans. Anyone who got this needs Jesus. John J. Oh, Facebook trivia. Yeah, man. I miss Facebook trivia. I love being able to reach so many more people who, don't have a YouTube account or don't feel comfortable doing it on this platform. But, it was not competitive at all. Just typing your answer there in the chat. It was fun, and it served a purpose there in the beginning of trivia. And I'm, believe me, constantly, like weekly, looking for options to bring stuff back to Facebook because so many people are there. But yeah, that trivia we were doing on Facebook before was not the best option for us. The correct answer here is stage fright. Stage fright. Meatloaf, Minnie Driver, stage fright. Wait, what? Why have I not seen this or ever heard of it? Well, check it out. It might be good. I don't know, but it should have been Cats. I'm still waiting for the butthole edition. Still waiting for the butthole cut. We still haven't gotten that. Camp Kill Yourself. Hey, CKY. We were just talking about CKY. And Bam Margera's brother, CKY. All right. Here we go. Question 35. In the film Killer Clowns from Outer Space, how do the alien invaders, the clowns, keep their victims from escaping once they've imprisoned them on their ship? What do they do to their prisoners once they're on the spaceship to stop them from leaving? Bat Out of Hell was perfect, yes. Yeah, Mert Werlin, honestly, if we get nothing else and we get the butthole cut before the end of the year, I'll be happy. Sarah, I miss it. When is the Schitt's Creek game? It'll be this. Oh, thank you. Friday, a week from right now. 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Good job. Because she's Eastern, yeah. 9 p.m. Central next week, Sarah. Stepping stones. Thanks, John. Yeah, you get it. All right, everybody's in. I'm going to be a little lenient on this one. Ooh, some of you were very specific and you got it. As long as you gave me something close. Make them watch the debates. Make them watch the debates was a guess. The correct answer is wads of cotton candy. They wrapped them up in cotton candy. So as long as you put cotton candy, you put wrapped them up, you got points here. They didn't offer them cotton candy and soda, though. They tied them up in cotton candy. Power of persuasion. No. All right. This is the last break we'll take. We're going to look at the standings one more time. Currently, in first is Skirt Fernigan. In second, the Dream Bean. In third, covering half the TV like it's debate night. Everybody else, take a look. See where you're at. All right, final round. Final questions. We have 6 questions left. These are still worth 150 points apiece. You're getting all the points if you're right, none of the points if you're wrong. Here we go. Question 36. I'm looking for a first and last name here. A first and last name. We're talking about Silence of the Lambs. In the film Silence of the Lambs, what was the real name of the character known as Buffalo Bill? He was known as Buffalo Bill, but they discovered what was the real name of Buffalo Bill. First and last name in the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, there's a lot of great answers that we just can't read.
Yeah, Jen, I apologize. There are a lot of answers. Taco Time, which is a fast food chain up here in the north in Saskatchewan. Taco Time. I love that. All right, everybody's in. As long as it's close to the correct answer, I'm going to give you points. It is not Billy Zane, Bison William, not Buffalo Bill, but Bison William. I don't know, but I don't think there are any lambs. Yeah, I didn't see any. Bill Parker, Joe Exotic, Edward Jones, William Cody, Walter Buffalo William. All right, a few of you went that route. Captain Leland Stottlemyre. That's a Monk reference, right? Captain Leland Stottlemyre? He was on Monk? No. Psych?
Someone will know.
Stottlemyre, I think, was the first. Yeah, Monk. All right. Yeah, it was Monk. But anyway, the correct answer is not Carson Tucker. It is Jamie Gum. Jamie Gum. Thank you, Steph.
Steph says no.
Thank you, Steph. It's the captain from Monk. That's what I thought. All right. Question 37. In what, I'm looking for the name of the film, in what 2008 psychological thriller would you hear a knock on the door and then a woman ask, "Is Tamara home?" What is the name of the 2008 psychological thriller in which you would hear a knock on the door and then a woman ask, "Is Tamara home?" Gina knows this.
Wait, I'm missing the pictures.
Costume change. Yeah, Julie, thanks for noticing. I did it for you. I wasn't going to, but I changed just for you. I put the cat on. And Taco didn't even notice. All right, everybody's in. I'll let you see all the answers just for you, Jen Sterna. Return of the Jehovah's Witnesses. Twilight Goes Raw. The Hills Have Eyes. Sister, Sister. Strangers, You're Next. That's actually a good movie. It's an In-Sync World. Question mark. No. Boy Meets World. The New Class. No. It is The Strangers. The Strangers. Half of you got this. Do not remember this movie existing. Yes.
Well, you're done.
All right, question 38. Though she has a much larger role in the later films, we should find out she's in on it. What is the name of the girl who beats Jigsaw's game in the first Saw film? I'm just looking for a first name of the character. As easy as I can make it. What was the first name of the character? The only one who beat Jigsaw's game. In the very first Saw movie, she escaped with her life. What was her name? Because they were home. Don't joke about that. My mom and my sister are Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, as long as they don't act like the people in that movie, it's okay. Ooh, I'm so happy. Quite a few of you have gotten this. I know Gina hates Saw, but this is the only horror film.
So does Janessa.
Yeah, this is the only horror film series that I saw in theater as it came. I saw every one of them.
Saw in the theaters?
Saw them in theaters, yeah. Oh, somebody made that joke. I never saw this.
Oh.
Somebody wrote Carly Rae Jepsen. Somebody else wrote some white girl name, which is correct. Oh, wait. So somebody made a joke, but I'm going to give them points because somebody said Amanda Hug and Kiss, like Bart calling Moe's Tavern. But her name was actually Amanda, so you do get points. Great job. Oh, I see Amanda Young out there. Let me give points to that as well, so hang tight.
Carly Rae, yes, she is Canadian.
Carly Rae is Canadian. As long as you answered Amanda, you got points here. Great job. Question 39. This is a little bit tougher. What is the name of the monster from the 1954 movie Creature from the Black Lagoon? You can see him here. He had a name. What he was called, let me say that. What was the monster called in the 1954 movie Creature from the Black Lagoon? The name I start puts with an A. So yeah, Jen, you get 10 close points. You need 100 close points for 1 real point. Oh, dang. Jeff. Now Janessa isn't going to be able to sleep. I apologize. All right, everybody's in. A few of you got this. And a few of you gave some very interesting and fantastic answers. Let's see. It's not James. I can tremendi fish stick flipper. Bob Jovi. What's up, Middleton Lens? I have to imagine maybe that was you. Melania, Fluffy, Felicio, Antonio, Kraken, Iguana, the Blackfish, Fish Face, Google results. Google results say Ebenezer Scrooge. What a fucking throwback.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Good job.
Honest to God, hold on. Let me find that. Google results say Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm giving points to that person because that was incredible. The Magic Carpets of 98 Degrees, The Merman, Jonathan, Donald Trump, Lawrence, Howard, Dr. Zoidberg, Spooderman, Swampy, Swamp Thing, Steve, Bob, The Thing, Creature, Swamp Man. It was Gillman. Gillman was the correct answer. Jen, was it you that put Google results or Ebenezer Scrooge? Oh, Middleton Lens was Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah. What about your close? I gave you close points. I gave you 10 close points. Question 40. What board game did Brenda turn into a strip board game in the original Friday the 13th, 1980? What board game did Brenda take and turn into a strip version of a board game in Friday the 13th? Everybody's in. It's not Candyland. Twister, Shoots and Ladders, Happy Days. I think they played Happy Days on Friends. It's not Shoots and Ladders. Rock and Roll Coaster starring New Kids on the Block. It is Monopoly, a strip version of Monopoly. Yes, if you whine enough, I will wear down. I am not invulnerable. Question 41. This is the final question, my friends. So this is a tagline for a film. This is a tagline, a marketing tagline for a film. This is one of Gina's favorites, actually. Poison, drowning, claw, or knife. So many ways to take a life was the tagline for what 2009 horror film. Poison, drowning, claw, or knife. So many ways to take a life.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
Yes. It was the tagline for what 2009 horror film. Sounds like the last hour for Rasputin. Marcus, my man. Yeah, Rasputin just wouldn't go down. Shot on ice, poison. He's, you know what? Yeah, I'm dead. And then they look away. Gotcha. Keeps going. He could not be put down. What a dude. Not a great dude, but, you know, wouldn't go down in the end. All right, let's see what we said.
I think I know. No.
Everybody's in. Let me take a look. It's not Air Bud. It's not T.S. Eliot Goes Raw.
Oh.
Final Destination. The Friends We Made Along the Way. Oh, I love that. It's not The Conjuring. It's not Together Ever After, although I'd kill for that. Would You Rather, Misery, Saw, The Purge, Conjuring, Final Destination. Clue is a fantastic guess, but the correct answer, Gina's favorite, is Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. With Sam, the little pumpkin kid who wasn't a actual pumpkin kid. Here, Gina will kill me, but I did it. There's a new gift for you. All right, I believe that was the final question. Okay, so let me pull up here the loyalty program database so I can give out some points. All right, that's it for horror film trivia. So we are going to go over the final standings here in just 1 second. But like I mentioned before, we do have a bunch of fun trivia coming up next week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we'll have general knowledge trivia at 7 p.m. Central. Don't forget, your clocks are going back an hour this Sunday. So 7 p.m. Central, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. For Music Bingo fans, we don't have Music Bingo until Black Wednesday with with Bobby K. So Black Wednesday, the Wednesday right before Thanksgiving, we'll have Music Bingo with Bobby K. And then we'll move trivia around that night. But otherwise, we're going to have trivia at 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then this Friday coming up, a week from right now, at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing Schitt's Creek trivia.
Yay, baby!
Yeah, baby! So please join us. Have some fun.
Gather your monkeys.
If you're in first, second, or third place tonight, you're going to win some Baig loyalty points, Taco Bucks, as they're called. So shoot me your membership number. If you are in the loyalty program, just shoot your loyalty number here in the chat so I have it. If you're not still here, I'll look it up, but help me out and shoot it if you are still here. Here we go. Final standings, everybody. Oh, in first place, Skirt Fernigan. In second, the Dream Bean. In third, I Want to Play a Trivia. In fourth was somebody else, but congratulations, first, second, and third. Once again, if you were in first, second, or third, please do me a favor. Send me your loyalty number here in the chat box so I know who you are and I can give you some points. If you're not still listening, I can look it up. I got the close points, I got obnoxious points, and anything I feel is worth it for Julie. Yeah, I got you guys. Tons of points. Oh, I love it. Kisses.
Ella says hello.
Hi, Emma.
My tongue.
All right. That is all for trivia tonight. Taco's tired. I'm tired. We're going to bed. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for the donations. Those of you that donated. Everybody else, you have Skirt Fern again. Okay, I got your number there. Thank you. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. Be safe. Take care of each other. Happy Halloween. I feel like I shouldn't even need to say this because it's Halloween, but wear your fucking masks. Wash your hands and go vote if you haven't yet. All right? We'll see you on Monday for trivia. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.